It can sometimes be hard to keep your child constructively busy. I think that's a good word, but we have some ideas for you. Laura Kendall is here from Red Door Pediatric Therapy to talk about outdoor spring and summer activities. Good morning.
Good morning.
We're talking about outdoor activities, and I'm assuming that's just simply because of the time of the year that
Yes.
we're coming into. But I asked you during break, is outdoor activity better for a child than indoor, or doesn't it matter?
It can be. I mean, you get more different activities when you're outdoors. You get more gross motor play, more running, more sensory play.
Sure.
So kids playing in grass or sand or in water, for example. Those are huge areas to develop gross motor skills and fine motor skills.
Okay. Now, if you're, let's say you're a parent of a single child, you just got one child. If you're doing individual things at home, what are some suggestions as the weather warms up?
Go outside and let them play with chalk. That's a great one. It helps them develop those, what's the word, imaginative play,
Okay.
creative side. But then they can also make hopscotch with chalk and work on jumping skills and standing on one foot, single and balance, stuff like that. Hula hoop is another good one for coordination, and it keeps kids' attention for a very long time. I think all kids should be able to learn to ride a bike, no
Yes.
matter what. So bike riding is huge. Kids should be able to ride a two-wheel bike by the time they're 6 years old.
Okay.
If they can't, there are other options. So there's a camp in August in Bismarck here called I Can Bike, and that's huge to teach kids to ride a bike. With all the rain that's potentially coming, playing in puddles.
I was going to say, this
puddles.
is a great weekend to just go out and jump around in puddles.
Yep. Jumping on the trampoline is another good one. You can play different games with the trampoline, different stuff like that. And then even when you're walking in downtown or going somewhere, if you're in a safe space and you can work on walking on a curb like it's a balance beam, that's huge.
Because if you do fall off, not fall, but if you end up sliding off of it and you don't have far to go. What about group activities?
There's a lot. Let's see, where can I start? Any kind of sport. So playing soccer in the backyard, playing catch. I have a lot of kids play flamingo catch. So we stand on one foot and we pass the ball, and they can't catch it unless they're still standing on that one foot. So
make a game out of that. You don't get any points if you use both feet, but if you catch it on one foot, it's okay.
Absolutely. Basketball, baseball, kickball is really fun. Those are good sport activities that you can work on. Playing tag, get those kids running and moving a lot. Other ideas would be like make an obstacle course in the backyard. So that's going to work on what we call motor planning or sequencing. So kids learning to do one thing, the next,
so they
in
are
that
in
order.
charge or part of the planning and the implementation of that obstacle course.
Absolutely.
Okay. What about community activities, things to get them out, not just in their own backyard?
Sure, go to the playground. Climbing skills are huge at a playground, and climbing really, really strengthens kids' legs, their core, their arms. It's great total body work. Swings at a playground are a lot of fun. Kids really like them. Kids are drawn to that vestibular input or that balance system. Think of how they develop that on swings, and that gives them really good input.
I have a question.
Sure.
When I was growing up, swings, you went as high as you could, and merry-go-rounds and things like that. Things have changed on the playground, and I think parents are a little more cautious about letting them play on the bars and things like that. Is there, what kind of concern should a parent have, or do you need to let your child be a child?
I think there's both. I think you need to watch your child for safety, and you need to play with them. That's the best way to keep them safe, is to play with them and be with them and play games with them. But I also think that we need to let them try new things, and it's okay if they fall down. We just have to
skin their knee, it's part of life.
Yep. We just have to watch that level of safety to make sure that, is this safe where if we fall down it might hurt a little bit, or is this unsafe where we need to change the game?
Right. What about things like a little more strenuous or a little more higher up activities, horseback riding, for example?
Yes. You can go to different locations in town, and you can just learn to ride a horse. They will take you through the different levels too, so you can go on an actual horseback ride, or you can kind of learn the basics.
Okay. So the bottom line is let your kids be kids, be careful, but most importantly, get them outside, get them active, get them away from the tablets and the television.
Yes.
Right? Red Door Pediatric Therapy, where can we find you?
At Red Door Pediatric Therapy in Bismarck or Minot.
Okay, there's a phone number for both locations. Also, that website will get you to both locations. And we thank you for coming in this morning. Always good information. Enjoy talking to you.
Thanks.
All right, we'll be back to wrap things up for the day and the week when we return on North Dakota Today.